So today we're going to talk about HPE Flex Offers, which will help you, you and your transactional business to sell HPE solutions at the best price. Okay, so this is a new program that was released a few weeks ago, earlier this year by HPE together with Tech Data. And so we have that Flex Offers promo integrated in InTouch. So we will give a live demo. Quickly, I'm going to show you first what it is. And then secondly, we're going to give a live demo of how it looks like. Now, first of all, what is Flex Offers? Well, like I said, it's a new system that helps you, the reseller, by using IQUOTE to create configurations. BTO, build to order configurations. But very important there is that you get, of course, the best pricing. Now, in the past, there were some promos already, like for instance, TVA, top value accelerate. Well, it's still there. So it's not replacing it. It's just an add-on. So TVA is not gone. But quite important to know is the fact that with TVA, we had those bundles available where you had a server with some popular components like memory, hard disks, a second power supply, an ILO advanced license, all bundled nicely with an attractive price and easy to order. Of course, with those bundles, it was a take it or leave it, right? You had to buy that bundle completely. Now you will see with flex offers, like the name says, it's a flex offering. It will give you more flexibility for you to make that BTO configuration. Yeah, so I'm going to show you how it works. We're going to start with iQuote, but then the nice integration is there with your InTouch basket as well. So you will see from within iQuote, we're going to create a configuration with all the options that I need. You will see instantly your optimal pricing. So you don't have to request an OPG, special pricing, and so on. We're still going to do that for bigger configurations, but for the basic transactional business, well, this is where we're going to use flex offers from now. And so we can help you, but at the end, it's you yourself that can see directly the configuration and your best prices. Okay, so you will see in a minute with the live demo. So remember, we had those SMB offers. So those in the Europe region, it was that top value. What was it? Well, we have a base model, in this case, ML350 tower server. You will see which models are included. The most popular systems are available within Flex offers. And then at that moment, we had a few elements that were added in a bundle. And then that bundle had a specific part number, and that's the one that we, your distributor, were selling to you. But that was that bundle indeed. It was a fixed configuration, and not always it didn't meet your customers' needs because it had a little bit too much of this, a little bit too much of that. Maybe you wanted other disks in there, you wanted more or less memory. So it was always a choice that you needed to make between a clean config created by yourself or that bundle. Well, that's what we're going to not replace, it's an add-on with that flex offer solution. So what you will see now is that we're going to get started with that base SKU. So it starts from the micro server up to the DL380 and everything that is in between. We still have those entry, those performance models. We still have a solution option as well. You will see that in a minute. And then we have all those popular options. Now, not all options in there, just the most popular options. And I'll show you how you can recognize these flex offer items. So you will see that there's a little icon at the right, a little orange circle with a percentage sign in there. Well, when you select those items, then you will get instantly the best price. Okay, with that OPG, that special pricing configuration that we received from HP, so that we can give you a lower, more attractive price. And then, of course, there are some a la carte things as well, like services and so on, that you can add as well as an option. So now how does it work? Well, I have put here just a demo with the screenshots in here for your reference, but we're going to do a live demo afterwards as well. But this is something then that you can show to your colleagues as well, so that you have a reference afterwards when you want to try it yourself. So when you go in iQuote, from within InTouch, there's a direct link to go to iQuote. And at that moment, we're going to get started with that base SKU. So in this picture, I took a DL360 Gen 10 server. Now, as you can see here, I selected the Microsoft Office ROC license, and I selected hardware support on there. But now you see here at the bottom is that you need at least 4 qualifying options. And so it's still a red square with a cross in there, which means that you don't have enough qualifying options yet. So what are we going to do at that moment? Well, we're going to add memory. We're going to add a hard disk, one or multiple hard disks. We're going to add an ILO license, and we're going to add maybe one more hard disk. Because now you will see that we have those 4 qualifying options. And so at that moment, it's only when you have those 4 qualifying options, sometimes it's 2, sometimes it's 4, sometimes it's 6, depending of the configuration that you select. With the smaller, cheaper servers, you need less qualifying options than with the bigger servers. You will see that in the interface. But at that moment, once that you select those 4 qualifying options, then at that moment, you will see instantly here your Flex Offers savings. Also at the top, your total price will go down automatically. So that's calculated instantly for you. At that moment, once that you build your configuration, the more items that you add, the more interesting it will become, because of course, no one is blocking you on those 4 qualifying options. If you put 10 hard disks and 10 DIMMs in there, no problem. The more you order, the cheaper, the more interesting it will get, because the more savings that you will get, of course. At the end, when you created your configuration, well, what you can do is you can create a quote and save it. If this is a popular server that you want to sell quite often to your customers, then save it in iQuote, and then you can reuse it for other customers as well. And then finally here we have that button. Now in English it's called fulfillment, but you will see that you can send it directly to the basket in InTouch. Okay, so when you hit that top right button, at that moment, your configuration will be sent directly to your InTouch basket. And then it's the traditional way of ordering in InTouch, like you know how it works. So this is it finally. Okay, I'm going to do it directly with a server config in a live demo. Now, quickly, some more things that I was referencing to. So there are some rule types that you need to know. So first, you can just go for the attach way. So I select a server, let it be a micro server, a 100 series, a 300 series. Well, depending of the model, you will need 3, 4, 6 options. You will see that instantly before you get to unlock your discounts. The second one is if you go for a multi-system configuration. That was already possible in iQuote. It is still possible. Also there, it is applicable for Flex Offers. So let's say that you buy a server, but with an additional autoloader, for instance, for backups. And it's even possible to make a combination of both. So you can say, hey, I want a DL360 with some options, and I want an MSA Generation 6 with some options as well. Well, also on the MSA, you will see that there is also Flex Offers available. Okay, and so yes, this is all possible. You can create a combination of multiple solutions, and you will see instantly that interesting pricing on every independent component. So I want to share a few home screens again, a few screenshots, just to show what's the same and what is different. So in the past, we had only those top value bundles when you went to the iQuote home screen. Well, now you will see that under solutions and also on servers and storage and networking, that now we have Flex Offers available. And when you click on there, well, now you will see that there is that filter that you can select because in total we have a lot of servers. but not all servers are eligible for flex offers. Okay, so if you want to see the servers that are popular systems with attractive pricing, well, then you select that checkbox, flex offers, and then instantly you will get the discount when you have, of course, the minimum required options. Then with the fixed offers, remember that was more a bundle. So it was a take it or leave it solution with a server, with DIMMs, with storage in there. Now you will see that we're going to get started with a system. And then once that we select that system, then you will come in the additional screen where you can add those qualifying options. And so where you need to take a look at is at this sign. So it's an orange circle with that percentage sign in there, because it's that icon that shows you the components that are eligible for flex offers. Now you will see most of the time it's the most popular DIMMs and the most sold hard disks. These are also the items that we try to keep as much as possible in stock as well in our warehouse. At the end, you can also do an export. Yeah, so you will get a CSV file. And so in that CSV file, you will see all the lines that you selected with the default pricing, but now you will see as well, directly as well, added for you, the flex offer savings as well in there. Okay, well, there you go. If you have any questions, by the way, note that there's a Q&A available. So after the demo, I will stay here to answer all your questions, of course, in the Q&A. But what we're going to do now is I'm going to switch over to my InTouch interface where I logged on. And so now when you go to home to the configurators, well, there you will see that there is iQuote. Okay, so when I click on there, it will open up a new interface. And now I arrive at the iQuote home screen. And so now you will see under the solutions and under servers and storage and networking that you see that option HPE Flex Offers. Now, just to show you one very popular one, I go to servers. Now I get a complete list of all the servers that are eligible, but watch out, look at this. I have here selected HPE Flex Offers. So now you see all the systems that have at least one or more systems that are eligible for flex offers. If I remove that checkbox, then you will see that we have much more servers, 111 in total. But when I select flex offers, you will see that there are 38 systems eligible for the flex offers for that optimal special pricing. Now, let's take a look in the DL380. DL380 remains a very popular solution, but like I said, it starts with that tiny microserver Gen 10 Plus, and then it goes all the way up to the 10 and the 100 and the 300 series. So now when I select my DL380, now you will see those 8 DL380s. You see that little sign, that like little icon already. So now I have 8 DL380s which are eligible for the flex offer. And now you can see instantly as well which systems that are on stock and which are not on stock. So now you select a system. Let's say, for instance, I want here this model here. This looks okay to get started with the CPU that is in there, a 10-core CPU. Of course, we have models with 16, with 20-core CPUs as well. So you select the system that you want to get started with, and then you hit that button, configure and quote. And so now here you will have the possibility at the right, you will see your system with the default price. It doesn't say special pricing yet, the savings. Why not? Because here I don't have the required 4 qualifying options. I only have one selected. As you can see, that license for ILO is eligible because I see that icon in there for flex offers. So on that license, you see when you hover with your mouse on it, you'll see directly the saving of 97 euros when you order that ILO license on the default price. And so now what we're going to do is, well, let's take a look. This is typically using iQuote. So I can go to the hard drives, and here you see instantly the drives that are eligible for flex offers. Why? Because I see that little percentage sign behind it. And so by putting your mouse on there, you see directly the savings as well on those drives. So now let's say I'm gonna take that 1.2 terabyte drive, and I'm gonna put it to my configuration. Of course, I also want some memory. So here you see that DIMM, there's a 64 gig DIMM. Watch out, I don't see that percentage sign. So that 64 gig, 64 gig DIMM is not eligible. If you want the flex offer to have those 4 qualifying options, you need to get that 32 gig DIMM. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get 2 of them, and I'm going to hit that plus sign as well. And so now what you see is that instantly I have those 4 qualifying options, and instantly now you will see that we have that discount of 396.72 euros. Now, to give you the demo, let's take a look here. I'm going to reduce that number of DIMMs from 2 to 1. Now you will see that I have only 3 selected. Okay, I don't see the savings, and my server costs now 4,787 euros. And now by adding a DIMM of 346 euros, I would expect that I would go to at least 5,000 and a little bit euros. And let's take a look. I add that DIMM, and my server is still 4,700 euros and not 5,000 and a little bit more. Why is that? Because now I unlocked that flex offers savings of 396 euros. So you don't have to do anything for that. That is directly the most interesting price. And I challenge you, if you take now all these part numbers, you go to InTouch and you fill in yourself manually, you're going to build that configuration in InTouch yourself with those part numbers, you will see that you will get a price of 5,160 something euros. So if you do it yourself in InTouch, no flex offers, no special pricing. Yeah, if you want to have a benefit of these savings of flex offers, you need to create that configuration in iQuote. I just showed you how easy it is to navigate in iQuote and select that configuration, and then select those offers. And the only most important thing is here, those qualifying options, that it becomes green, because then you unlock your special pricing. Okay, and now what I can do is exactly the same. I can go here, for instance, to the promotions on my storage. I can select here my MSA 2060. And now when you select that MSA 2060, well, here you will see as well that you need at least because this at the top is my DL380. So now I need at least 2 qualifying options for an MSA 2060. You need 2 hard disk bundles. So what I will do is I select my all options. I go to my hard disks. I can select SSDs, of course, as well. But what you need to do, you need to look here again to the bundles with that icon of flex offers. Okay, so not all hard disk bundles are eligible for the flex offer. So watch out with that. Okay, so now I'm going to pick this one here, for instance, the 7 terabyte bundle, which are 6 drives in there of 1.2 terabyte. So I'm gonna pick this one, and of course I need to select 2 because I need at least 2 configuration qualifying bundles. So it could be 1 SSD and then 1 SAS drive for tiering, for instance. But now you will see back again here on my MSA, because I have 2 hard disk bundles in there, that on that MSA as well, I have instantly a saving as well on that hard disk bundle on the options that I added on that MSA. And now I can keep on going. I'm not going to do it, but now you can see here in the solutions as well, with the solutions, that there are some offerings, servers with RDX drives. We have small clusters in a box, some promos as well with Intel processors. So that's up to you in iQuote to create your configuration. Okay. I also advise you, I saw that one yesterday here in that orange banner here. Know that there is also a promotion from HPE in Flex Offers that it will show up in a short time, that you will see that there's also an offering, for instance, where you get an RDX drive, a tape backup drive together with an ML server when you order the media, for instance. So always go take a look at all the Flex Offer promotions that are available. So you will see it everywhere where that Flex Offer solution is. Okay, then the last thing, of course, is now this is my configuration. Well, I told you, so I can make I can save this offer now here. Let's say this is my demo, so I can save it. So the next time when I go in iQuote, I can start over again from this configuration. And then finally, the really nice thing is when you build it, that configuration, you just have to hit that button. Yeah, bestelling plaatsen, order, place that order. And what will happen now is automatically this configuration is transferred to your InTouch basket. Okay, so there you go. This is your very popular, very well-known InTouch basket, where you will see that DL380, where you just need to answer those red icons, those red bars for the support and the license that you have to answer the customer information, the contact information for support, and then you will see your MSA as well with that drive. But instantly, that special pricing, so you see here that rebate value is automatically taken into account. If you would have created this configuration yourself in iQuote, no rebate. If you go through iQuote with Flex Offers, you get instantly that special pricing. Okay, now the only thing that you need to do is, of course, here, hit next and hit checkout, and then you can place that order. From my colleagues, I had to tell you, because sometimes the person that is creating those configurations is not always the person that is allowed to place the actual order. That is the configuration, the parameters, the security parameters in InTouch. But for that, you have that option here, transfer. Now, I cannot show it because in my company, in my account, I only have one person, me, Bart Jungens. So otherwise here, you would have seen here your other colleagues within your company that were created by Tech Data and your super administrator. And so you can transfer this configuration to the person that is allowed to place orders in InTouch. Okay. So the transfer button is there, and otherwise just hit the checkout and you can place that order. One more important thing that I want to tell is this configuration will be shipped at once to you, okay, as a complete order. Watch out if there are some things that are not on stock. Well, at that moment, we're not going to ship in parts. We will ship whenever when everything is on stock. This is why we will try as much as possible, because we need to check the availability of the parts as well. So we depend on HP as well, but we will try to keep all these options as much as possible in stock for you, of course, so that you can maintain and even enhance that transactional business with your customers. Okay, so that's the demo. We have a recording of it, so if you want to look at it again together with your colleagues, well, really soon, probably tomorrow or after tomorrow, we will publish this presentation and the recording on techdataevents.be. Okay. I'm going to answer. I see some questions coming in. Very good. Thank you very much for that. I will answer them instantly. Of course, I want to add some more information. So if you have more questions after this webinar, hey, the HPE team is there. I just see that I need to change some pictures. I will do that because meanwhile, we have a new business unit manager. So I will update that slide for sure. But nevertheless, the phone number is correct. The email address is correct. We have our technical experts, Wim, Christophe, Steven. We have Danny and Peter as the account managers for all the non-technical related stuff. So if you have any more questions, of course, you know where to find us. So thank you very much for attending this webinar. Stay in touch. So keep on checking techdataevents.be, because from September on, we will organize a lot of new HPE update sessions, of course. So meanwhile, stay safe, enjoy the holidays, and we'll stay in touch.